It's good to collect data. Wait too hard. Yeah, we whip up a couple new sliders. Should be ready next time you boot up the game. Okie dokie. Alright, we're gonna go find Mr. Bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone.
We're going to go on grand adventures
Stanley
together.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Alright.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
That's okay, Bucket.
Stanley
We're going to
took the
go
door on
do
his
the
left
phone call
to go
again
back
to
to
see
the
what
meeting room.
happens here.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. A cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Oh,
Now
hey, it's
ride
a
the lift
figurine
all the
over
way to
there.
the top.
Oh,
There's something up there I need you to
get
do.
over there.
Stanley did not question why or how.
I'm
this
surprised
bucket
I
was
noticed
speaking
that.
to him. It should have alarmed
Can't
him,
get
of
to it
course,
from-
because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not
Looks
to
like
think
a
about this
room
obvious
down
fact.
there.
He was firmly convinced that the
you
bucket
get
had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Maybe it's there? Oh, we'll try it again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost died. Okay.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Obeyed blindly. Alright.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the
Said
bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us
back
back
home.
home, where
We
we
can-
can go about life
Our lives together. Phone?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Sad story.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Oh.
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh, is this my apartment? Looks nice. Oh, there's Bucket. Hi, Bucket. I pick you up. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your Bucket. Press A to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
What?
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
What? Bucket! Press A to take me back home with you. Press... Oh.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional
I
like
got
this,
bucket
obsessing
pictures.
over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
We got anything around here? I need a hug. Bucket will hug me. Go back to work. Okay.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Yes?
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
What do I do then? Do I... Hey, where's Bucket? Oh, there you are. Don't listen to the loud man. Oh, no, don't listen to the loud man. Okay.
You see, he's not listening.
Oh.
He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to.
I
Now,
trusted
all he
him,
cares
not
about
the
is this
bucket.
awful
Time is it?
bucket.
0
This stupid
o'clock.
hunk of metal.
Oh, there's Bucket. There's dark in your Bucket. Is it time to sleep? Oh, alright. I guess we're going back to work. Press to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
Shiny Bucket.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You still in here, Bucket? Oh, you're on top of the computer today. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Okay.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press X to relax. This same day with me, over and over. Okay.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket.
Am I
It's
stuck in here
literally
now?
just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Go to work, to home, to work. X.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No, 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 no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the
Ooh.
bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Oh, hello, bucket.
Perhaps if I had the
Fancy
bucket, this
meeting
would
you
be
here
less
on my
confusing.
bed.
Yes.
Ooh, jazz.
The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Sure is pretty. Is this after midnight or something? Pick you up.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
Oh, I didn't close my eyes. Go back to work, Stanley. Did we just start over? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What does it
could it
mean?
mean?
What does it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard
shoot.
Stanley looked,
Did I
he
just
couldn't
stuck
find
myself?
a trace
Oh, no, I'm
of
okay.
his co-workers.
The heck? Oh, Hey. Ooh, I can stand up here. Cool. Is there any... Where the heck am I? Oh, shoot!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
What?
until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
It is.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary
see
into the
anything.
nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh. I'm okay. Let's keep going.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration?
And
this is Rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Alright, let's see. Begin the game again.
All of his co-workers were
How
gone.
do they do that?
What could it
I
mean?
tried jumping on the table.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Oh,
had simply
yeah,
missed
on
the
that,
memo.
then...
No matter how hard
Somehow
Stanley
I
looked,
got over
he
to the
couldn't find
window.
a trace of his co-workers.
Do I have to nudge myself on something? How do I do that? No jump button. Really use that jump. How did I do that? I was just like, I don't know. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay, how do we... Aha! Am I in? Yep, I'm in. Okay.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old
Is
time
that
you
what-
want.
you're
Like
just-
right now. You could have done it just then.
Oh.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many
So it was
more,
just trying to tell me
all
that
of
I
them
can restart
are
any
appropriate.
point.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own
desires to restart the game.
restart the game.
Well, I didn't realize that
just
was
to
part...
push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old, and was quite particularly gangly.
Ugh.
What Stanley liked most was
What
buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence
Quite terrible. Yeah, I guess it is
and
terrible
if you are
existence.
not strong and keep playing along, you too
Will become
will
quite
become
unbearable.
quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Okay, that's enough.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Alright.
Stanley
See if I can get
clutched the
that.
bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct
The
way to
collectible.
meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Get there? Let's see. Now.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
How do I get there? I get to... Don't want to fall and die. Can I nudge myself over there again? Vent access for... Vent access. Oh, this looks like I'm doing it correctly. Oh, I could just do this. Aha! Aha! No.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Now, do I die? Oh, I probably go in the vent over here. Come on, bucket. Let's go in the vent. This looks... Cassette tapes. Wow, look at all these. Narrator dial... Oh. There a cake in here somewhere?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can
monetize
it.
Yes.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour.
Hour?
Bucket.
Oh my.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
You sure and zoomed in. Okay.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Okay, let's go this
was not the
way.
correct way to the meeting room. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I don't know. I see a button. Let's go down.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Excuse me?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you
These are my
very
friends.
much.
The baby
It's
and
this
the computer.
bucket you're carrying
And the
around
pencil
everywhere.
sharpener.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
Sequel content.
We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Oh, we're
Don't
intervention.
you want another
Okay.
story involving
Broom
the
closet.
Adventure
Oh, you're...
Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
What do we do? Let's do... What are we doing? Something open? I wasn't paying attention. Baby. Oh, maybe this way. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. This looks fun.
Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Ooh! Music! I've heard this music. I didn't know it came from this game. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back
Excuse me?
then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Oh. Okay. Let's follow this wacky line to my choice. Nice shine on the bucket, as he did say.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
This is too portally. Oh my god.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Sure, you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Okay. Bucket.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
Do it for the fans, Stanley.
What they want. Hurry and...
Oh.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.